Hello and welcome. This is our time to celebrate the treasure chest of you. And I welcome you today to Peace Central, that you might feel that vibration more than ever before. And that's what we want to focus on. Because at this time, coming home to you and the peace that actually lives within you all the time is so in focus. And I'm going to give you some ways to do that more, because really it may feel like that is an impossibility more and more all the time, right? Because of so much disturbance energy that is accumulating. In fact, it feels like it, doesn't it? It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Whether that relates to the world situation, your personal situation, your disturbances that are going on because of the disturbances out there, all of it starts to compile into a dump of overwhelm and a feeling of, oh my gosh, I don't have what I need to be able to manage my life. Well, let's change all of that and find ways to do that. I'm here to inspire and uplift you, and we need all the people we can get in this world with us, inspiring and uplifting us, to help us collectively find that unified field of peace here, which is what we want. And peace is the foundation for love. We know that everything is about love, yes? What fuels the universe, what fuels us, what we want in so many ways. Peace is our foundation, and that's why it is such a strong pull for us. So, some of the themes going on not only are coming home to you, let's talk about that first, but we've got some other things going on as well that I want to talk about. Coming home to you, it is so important when we feel disturbances, when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel agitated, when we feel just beyond ourselves. It's beyond ourselves, right? All of that is outside of our sphere of peace. So coming home here is essential to do throughout the day. And we want to build resources here so that when we come back here, it's not just an empty creative void, right? We have a feeling inside of this I can land in. So the first step is to really come back to you. Even if it's just every time you go into a bathroom, you're like, I've got so much going on, there's no way I could come back to me right now. Whether that's outer activity or responses to what you need to take care of, whatever it is. Summer can be a very busy, energetic time. We know that. So it is very important at this time to take those sacred, almost forced pause where you just go, okay, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to do this. We have to have that discipline. So to come into that space, we have to recognize that overwhelm is created because we're out here, way out here somewhere. Okay? We want to come back to this space and to feel safe that there is a place here that we can come back to, that is cherished, has reverence to it, that is all about this, me. Now, often I talk to people and they say, well, I try to get into my heart, but there's nothing there, or I feel pressure, or I feel pain. And so the feeling is I can't get there. So what you want to do is start to build, and I'll talk about that later. Start to build a sense of like there's a bubble around your heart. Maybe it's coming out of like a soap bubble that you see in your heart. You visualize a little soap bubble in your heart, and you start to expand it and bring it around your heart. You can also bring it around your whole body, but let's just start simply. Bring that little soap bubble around your heart, creating space. And in that space around your heart, starting in your heart, of course, is an embrace. And I want you to bring in something that you feel embraces your heart. Is it a connection to nature, so you bring in lots of greens? Is it a connection to animals? Someone you love, bring that in, visualize that. Guides, archangels, whatever it is, feel yourself bringing that in to your space. Take a moment to do that. It shouldn't take long. Feel that you're starting to expand what's possible and what holds and embraces and relishes and supports you in developing that little bubble, call it your peace bubble inside, feeling that it is supported and everything else is outside. You get to develop your place of what I call home base for love, coming home to you in this moment and being able to have that and know that it's safe to expand from that place in your daily life. That's why we have to come back to that. And sometimes it's quite simple, just sitting down for a moment and going, I'm going to put attention on that just for a moment. Or you're in the middle of what you're doing and you go, whoa, I'm going to put attention on this. And you can still be typing away and hold this in you. It's remarkable what it can do for you. Okay, so another piece is, we often call it boundaries, but when we get into overwhelm, notice how the greatest boundary, so to speak, that we can give ourselves is when the thoughts start going rampant. They come from these deep feelings of fear, unsettled, disturbance, all of that, and we go into the mind to try to take care of it all. We can't control it all, can we? But we try to sometimes, don't we? We do that. So we're building this home base inside, coming back to what you is and developing that so that we can feel safer to shine. Now, when I say shine, it means safer to go beyond the rampant craziness of the mind and say no to that and say yes to what you want to create. So important when we get into those disturbances and the crazies and that feeling of your mind running rampant and I don't know how to take care of this and there's too much going on, to what do I want to create right now? What do I want to create right now? And maybe it's just simply doing something different in relationship to a conversation with a person. Maybe it's stopping and saying something like, whoa, I don't want to get into that conversation. I need to pull back and say something. That's permission to shine. I don't mean you're the public speaker all the time. To really be true to what's going on here and what wants to go on here. The agitation often is, I'm living beyond my means. I'm giving and giving and giving and I'm overwhelmed and there's nothing coming back here. So it's really time to feel safe to say, whoa, stop the world. I want to get off. Stop this situation. It's not working for me, and come back to you. Or be able to say something like, I can't talk anymore. I've done that a number of times. I'll be talking to someone and we're going on and all of a sudden it's like, nope, I'm done. I can't speak anymore right now. I can't give out, be present, engage. I need to come back to me for a moment. Beautiful things we can do for ourselves at this time, coming back here and being true to ourselves and stopping the self-created madness sometimes. Okay, great. So, one other theme is that feeling of being able to be free to be all of you. All of you. And what that relates to is, what quality do you want to create more of in your life right now? What quality do you want to create more of in your life right now? And just stay focused with that as part of your home base. If it's joy, if it's freedom, if it's a sense of I want to be more playful, I want to have a greater depth of strength of who I am, focus on that for the whole week. For the whole week, just really be with that. And bring that in, create that. How can I create that right now? Is it through some exercise? Is it through taking a walk, being in nature? Is it resting? Is it being more creative in my life? How do I do that? So really focus on a new quality that you want to birth, because it's quite a time for creative void. That part of that sort of forced sacred pause is because there's a lot of creative void. What are we going to do with that? Come inside with it instead of going, oh my God, oh my God. Because remember, when one door closes, many, 10,000 more open. And it is so important to listen when we feel that creative void to what it is we want to create. Now, another theme is our body as a sacred temple. Yeah, always coming back to this and listening. Because when we get agitated, for instance, it's telling us something wants to move, right? And we're spinning. When we get fearful, which is all part of the agitation, really listen. Do I need to move some energy? Do I need to do some physical movement? Or do I need to come into greater peace? Listen to what is wanted by your heart, your soul, your body. And then sometimes it's just a matter of stopping to listen. And that's why you come home to you. Because there are many things we can do to change the situation. We want to change the situation in the world, won't we? Don't we? Yeah, starting from this foundation of peace. So, many things to bring forth at this time, and I salute every one of you and celebrate every one of you for the freedom you are bringing into your expression by creating newness all the time in yourself. Baby steps maybe, but letting it happen. And this little bubble piece that I just mentioned, bringing that bubble of peace and expanding it, and what carries the embrace and the support for that, bringing that around your heart. I wanted to mention 2 opportunities that can open this up in incredibly profound ways. One is the Sacred Soul Circle that I've been doing for a number of years. And what we do are very beautiful meditations because I create them in the moment with the group, even if you're on the replay. The energy of the group creates these magnificent meditations to resource more of those inner dimensions of you and the universal support for bringing forth all of you. We do these amazing meditations and lots of transformational work and lots of inspiration and psychic soul readings. So I invite you to look at the link below to see how you can look into it. And it's a very, very small fee because I know that it is so important for us to have these resources. So important that it's not about the money at all. It's about you being able to have what you need to bring forth all of you. And the second opportunity is an incredible, I think this is my 12th retreat. Yeah, and we're back in Sedona. Wonderful vortex of energy to create a field of unified consciousness and magnificence. So, September 12th to the 18th, this is your time to reset, reclaim, and rebirth yourself. Oh my gosh, when I think of the people and the experiences that we've had, wow, these are incredible, high quality people that come to these retreats. Your soul family, your beautiful soul family, coming together to support and magnify all that you want to create at this time. And we do lots of co-creation, laughing, playing, transformation through joy, and just bathing in the energy that we create together. And of course, the surround of Sedona brings forth for us. So again, there's a link below for that. I would take advantage of it at this time because the world wants what you have and you want more of the freedom to be all of you. And that's exactly what we do in our Sedona retreat coming up September. I'm so excited to be with you in as many ways as possible to inspire, uplift, and bring forth the treasure chest of you, coming home to you and the beautiful treasure chest of you and your universal nature. Many blessings and much love to each and every one of you and the unified field that we live in and are creating.